Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, we're going to do a redo. If you were just watching my previous live stream, I don't know what happened, but no worries. We're just going to go back from the start. So welcome to my channel. My name is Dylan James. I'm a mindset coach that loves to specifically focus on relationships. However, I'm not just limited to helping you with relationships. So if there are other areas of your life that you're looking to create peace, harmony, and abundance in, then feel free to reach out to me. Remember, life is not happening to you. It's happening through you. The circumstances don't matter. There's nothing in your way. When you become the change you seek to experience, you're going to experience that change everywhere. Also, based on how you assign meaning and observe your circumstances, you can either go in one direction where it's working in your favor or go in another direction where it's not working in your favor. And even if you go in that other direction, the moment that you decide, you know what, nope, that's done, and you go in the other direction, you will literally see that the circumstances change, okay? So I'm not sure what happened with the previous live stream, but I'm gonna just go over everything that I said again because this information is getting out there, okay? It doesn't have a choice. So I am making this video to go over how to manifest anything in your reality and what stabilizing your state of being actually means, what we're talking about here on my channel. Okay, so there's a few topics that we need to cover here, which is how your beliefs create in your reality. So everything in your reality is an instant manifestation of the beliefs you hold in your subconscious mind, okay? Your subconscious mind is below your conscious awareness. And what I've been saying in previous content is that your thoughts, the feelings, and the circumstances that are going on in front of you are an instant manifestation of the beliefs that you have, okay? So the first thing you have to do when it comes to changing your reality is to change those beliefs, because those beliefs are like a foundation, okay? And they manifest in non-specific ways. What do I mean by that? Okay, you guys, I know I'm repeating myself here, but for all the people that are gonna watch this again, they need to have this information, okay? So, or for people that watch this later too, okay? So beliefs manifest in non-specific ways. What do I mean by that? Okay, so let's say you have a belief of, and first off, we want to understand what are beliefs. Let me back it up, okay? So beliefs are, the self-image or the self-concept that you hold in your subconscious mind. I am worthy. I am good enough. I am receiving. I have the answers. I am receiving the answers. I'm always in a state of love. I am believing in myself. I am trusting myself. I am receiving what I want. I'm creating what I want. All of these self-concept beliefs. I'm worthy of a relationship. I'm worthy of a stable relationship. I'm able to effortlessly maintain a relationship. All of this is held in your subconscious mind, below your conscious awareness, okay? And all the thoughts and the feelings and the circumstances that you manifest into your reality are a byproduct and instant manifestation of those beliefs. Manifestation is always instant. There is no time lag. Everything is instant. You're getting instant feedback for where you are in your belief system. Now, what some people try to do is let's say you have a circumstance in your reality, okay, where somebody is rejecting you and you go in and you affirm it to be differently, okay? And so you get a new result, but then something else pops up and the old pattern reverses and goes back, okay? So these beliefs, like I said, they're non-specific. So let's say you have a belief just in general of, I am not worthy of success. I'm not able to maintain success, okay? And so what you will experience as a pattern in your reality is kind of always getting to the finish line, but never crossing it. Okay. And so this can manifest in a few different ways. And this is where people get a little bit confused because they're like, I've never thought of this thing. Why is this showing up in my reality? Well, it's because your beliefs, your subconscious beliefs out of your conscious awareness are creating these experiences. So the same beliefs are going to manifest in a few different areas of your life. So let's go from that example. I'm not worthy of success. I'm not able to maintain success. Well, what you'll experience in your relationships is somebody wanting to commit to you, but then when it comes down to actually fulfilling the commitment, they back away, they get hot and cold, okay? And it always dissolves. How that manifests in work is you put in all this work and then somebody else gets the credit for the work that you're doing. Or like you are never getting the promotion or the pay raise that you know you're worthy of. You always get close, but it never actually follows through, okay? It seems like these things are happening to you, but you have to see what's actually going on is your beliefs and your self-concept are creating that. Okay, so I want to talk about the human body for a second and how reality works. Okay, everything is working towards harmony and stability. So everything in our reality has an equilibrium. Okay, everything's working towards being balanced. It's the same thing with our body. Our body is always working towards being balanced, whole, and harmonious. When we have limiting beliefs in our subconscious mind and suppressed emotions, we have two ways that we deal with this, okay? When we go to sleep at nighttime, our brain is processing those beliefs and trying to heal itself, okay? So that's why you get dreams at nighttime, because your brain is trying to process the limitations and heal itself. However, if you have so many limitations, this becomes kind of over surmounting for your body to do. So the other option, if it can't heal itself, it's going to manifest people, places, and things into your reality to trigger you, okay? When those triggers show up, that is there for you to release the suppressed emotions and come to higher realizations of your worth, how deserving, and like you just need to trust. Okay, that's the process of waking up and getting past your limitations. That is a very painful process. It's not fun to manifest all these circumstances in your reality that are distressing, especially if you have a lot of patterns in your reality. And that's typically where people turn to manifesting, is you start to recognize that the same patterns keep showing up. Oh, wow, every single relationship that I'm in always ends this way. Wow, every single job that I'm in it always turns out this way. Every single friendship that I have, there's always these same dramas. The common denominator in all these things are you. Wherever you go is where you go. You take yourself everywhere you go, okay? So if you are going everywhere in your reality and you keep recreating the same experiences, that is because of the beliefs you hold in your subconscious mind below your conscious awareness. Okay, so now we want to talk about stabilizing your state. What does that mean? Okay. Like I was saying, these beliefs manifest in non-specific ways. Okay. So when you try to change or reaffirm a circumstance to be differently, it's like whack-a-mole. Okay. So that belief is just going to manifest another circumstance into your reality, which a lot of you are experiencing. Okay. When it comes to these beliefs, they're all about worthiness, deserving, and trusting yourself. Okay, so when it comes to stabilizing yourself, you need to take a step back from the circumstances and ask yourself, why is this showing up in my reality? You want to look at it very artistically. Okay, if somebody is showing up in my reality and it's getting an emotional reaction out of me and I believe them, okay, to a certain degree, that is because it's my limiting belief. What do I mean by this? If I genuinely believe that I am worthy and deserving, then you could come and say no to me a million times and I'm never going to fall for it. I'm never going to buy it. It's never going to get a reaction out of me. And so this is where you have to look at your circumstances and how you're responding to them and really take an inventory of what your actual beliefs are. Because like I said, it's always instant. It's always instant, okay? So if you genuinely believe that you are worthy and deserving and can get anything that you want, then it doesn't matter what anybody says to you. It's never going to throw you off. It's going to just kind of bounce off of you. And you're going to actually start to see that your reality will conform to these new beliefs. But how do you do this? How do you stabilize yourself? Okay. Well, you need to first understand how the subconscious mind works. You need to get out of kind of more of a victim mentality that life is happening to you and take back your power and stop letting everything affect you in that way. And you need to start working on those beliefs, which I have affirmation tapes on my channel for you to do. So now we need to talk about what are the 8-hour affirmation tapes there for, okay? I've been in the manifesting realm for a long time. Okay. And I used to write gratitude lists every day. I did all the scripting techniques, all that stuff. And I got a lot of success from them. But every time, no matter how much I wrote gratitude lists and did all these things, at some point it would always dissolve. Okay. The reason why that occurs is because when you are awake, okay, like I said, your thoughts, your feelings, the circumstances that are manifesting are instant manifestations of what your beliefs are. So there's tons of resistance in your mind that is occurring that makes it very, very difficult to penetrate your subconscious mind. Now, if you've ever studied Neville Goddard or anybody that has to do with like mindset work, they say there's something called state akin to sleep. When you start falling asleep, your conscious mind relax and you're able to really imprint something into your subconscious, okay? And that's typically where people have a lot of success with manifesting. But the people that have that success with manifesting also sometimes have an issue with maintaining their manifestations, even if it does manifest. And that's the issue that I'm addressing on my channel. Why are you not able to maintain it? Well, why does state akin to sleep work so well? Because your conscious mind is relaxed and it's going straight into your subconscious, right? So this foundational belief system that you have, okay, if you picked this up in childhood and that's what happened, Okay, so whatever experience you had in childhood is kind of irrelevant. Okay, so it could be somebody bullied you on the playground one day and told you you're never going to be good enough, you're never going to look good enough, and that imprinted on you and as a belief of I'm never going to be good enough. Or it could be traumatic experiences that you had throughout childhood that created this belief system. Wherever it came from, it doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is changing the beliefs. Okay, so you don't need to go on a whole healing journey and dig up your whole past. You can look at your reality right now and look at the patterns, and you will be able to pull out the beliefs that you have, and you can start shifting them. Okay, and it should be a relatively easy process. So I'm going to explain that process to you. First, I'm going to explain why listening to the beliefs at nighttime works and why that's one of the main things that you need to do and why it's going to be so effective. Okay, so a lot of people ask, okay, if I'm asleep, is my brain actually taking in these beliefs? And the answer to that question is yes. Why? Let's think about this biologically. And I was talking about this in my live earlier, so I know you guys, this is redundant. If you saw me earlier, we're going to get to the main stuff in a second, okay? Before we were modernized and in these safe environments, okay, we're animals. We lived out in the wild, right? And so when we fall asleep, our subconscious mind is still awake. It's pumping the blood through our body. It's maintaining our breath. It is taking care of all those biological processes. And it's also listening to our environment, okay? Why is it listening to our environment? Because before we were modernized, if danger was approaching us, our subconscious mind needed to be able to hear things in our environment and wake us up so that we could act without getting hurt. Okay, so when we fall asleep, our brain turns up the volume of our environment. And I'm gonna explain to you how this happens. You're gonna know what I'm talking about. If you've ever fallen asleep with the TV on, when you first are going to sleep, it doesn't sound loud, and then you fall asleep and you're like, why is the TV so loud? It's because your mind turned up the volume of your environment so that it could pay attention to what's going on in case any danger approaches, you would wake up and protect yourself. Okay, so now let's talk about what's happening when you are in the dream state. Okay, so state akin to sleep and you're sleeping. What we're doing here with affirmations is we're going a step further than state akin to sleep, and we're using our entire sleep cycle to inundate our subconscious mind with a new self-concept so that it effortlessly manifests in a stable way, okay? So when you're asleep, okay, like I was saying, our body is moving towards healing itself. So in our dream state, our mind is trying to heal itself. It's compartmentalizing the day, and it's going through like the traumas and the limiting beliefs that we have, and it's using our dreams to manifest it out of our consciousness. And that's what's happening when you listen to these beliefs at nighttime. So if you accurately identify your limiting beliefs and you put on affirmations that target those beliefs, your mind is going to start to generate a whole bunch of dreams that are showing you the limitations processing out in your mind. Okay, so like I said earlier, your body does this in two ways. It either does it in the dream state, or you manifest physical experiences to you to trigger you to clear this stuff to help you get back into a space of homeostasis and balance. The dream state is a much more pleasant way to do this, because you have kind of a not so pleasant dream that's showing you your limitation. Then you wake up and it's not something that you have to experience in your physical reality. So that is what is occurring in your dream state. And you can look at your dreams and you will see what the beliefs are that are getting processed. And like I said, your beliefs, they manifest in non-specific ways. So your dreams, let's say you're manifesting a specific person, and the dream that you're having has nothing to do with them. I've talked to clients and they have these really bizarre, weird dreams where, like, I'm going to use a silly example. Okay, you're at an airport and you keep missing your flight. Okay, so that dream, you can interpret that as, oh, that's the limitation of I'm not chosen, I'm not worthy, I'm not getting what I want. That is your brain processing that limiting belief in a non-specific way, but that belief still applies to your person. Okay, it's the same belief manifesting in different ways. So that's why you're getting these dreams. Your brain is processing and inputting these new beliefs and processing out the old limitations in your dream state. Okay, so that's step one to stabilizing yourself. You're going to notice that as you inundate your consciousness with these beliefs, you have these dreams, but then you start stabilizing in your state of being. You're waking up and you're feeling better and better and better and better. And sometimes you may have some suppressed emotions that come up while you're awake. And that is occurring because even though you're not listening to the beliefs when you are awake, your mind is still processing. It's still processing those beliefs in your wake cycle, okay? So sometimes it'll process something that has a suppressed emotion to it, and then you drop down, and that suppressed emotion comes to the surface, and then it clears, and you go back up into a stable state of being. Why is all of this important, okay? And I'm gonna give you some tools here to help you really stabilize this a lot more easily. This is live for anybody that's watching. So yes, I'm speaking about all of this on the fly because I've gone through this process and I know how to explain it to you all, okay? The second thing that you want to do, okay, now that you are stabilizing these limiting beliefs, you take the whole focus off of the circumstances and you start working on these beliefs. You're going to start feeling better. You're going to notice that instant manifestations start occurring, okay? You're waking up to the truth of who you are. You're removing the limitations. You've been creating your reality this entire time. Nothing has been happening to you. It's the beliefs that you have in your subconscious mind that keep creating. So when people have been listening to the Limitless Manifestor affirmation tape, they've been experiencing instant manifestations occurring. So these little things that you have no resistance to, these passing thoughts that you're having, they're coming into your consciousness and out of your consciousness, and then they're manifesting into your reality. Okay, you have no resistance to them. You don't have a whole story built up around them. Okay, that's why those things are manifesting very quickly. The beliefs at nighttime are going to help you stabilize the most, but there is something that is going to be very important for you to do when you're awake that is going to help you stabilize even much more quickly. And I talked about this in last week's videos, but I'm going to summarize it here. This video is going to be everything you need to know to manifest what it is that you want. Okay. So the first thing is you need to understand that life is not happening to you. It is happening through you. Your general foundational belief system has been creating your reality. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. I'm not trusting. I'm not believing in myself. I don't think I can get what I want. Life is happening to me. I am not able to get what I want. I can't maintain it. I'm not worthy of success. These general beliefs that are manifesting as these experiences, these thoughts, and these feelings, okay? You start changing that. Now, the second thing is, so you listen to those beliefs. The second thing is you need to step in when you're consciously awake and start removing the resistance that you have to the specific things in your reality, because you're going to start assuming a new self-concept. You're going to start feeling better and better and better, but you need to step into the mode of observer. Now, if you're very disciplined with this for 2 to 3 days, you're going to get results very quickly. What do I mean by very disciplined with this? Okay, so you're listening to these belief tracks at nighttime and you're feeling better and better and better and better and better. But then you still have some awareness of the old story, how people, places, and things were showing up in your reality. I know this person like this. They're going to show up this way. They have this pattern. That is what you need to stabilize away from. And how do you do that? Okay. I call it a touch and go method. Okay. You don't want to be mental dieting all day. You don't want to be affirming all day. You don't need to visualize. You need to allow yourself to feel good. And then the moment that your awareness goes to previous circumstances, you need to observe yourself and catch yourself and do a little touch and go method. What does touch and go mean? It is a 5 to 10 minute intentional meditation. I like to do this with binaural beats. So I will put on headphones and I'll put on binaural beats, because binaural beats, it's like boom, 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 boom. There's like a beat here, a beat here. So what it does is it disrupts the thought pattern in your brain. Okay, so you put on the headphones with the binaural beats, okay? You notice that you're having a wonky thought, you're thinking about circumstances, you're worried about your person, you're seeing that it's not working in your reality, you're feeling distressed, whatever. That manifests in your awareness for a moment. In that moment, you should go into a meditative state and pick three affirmations that address what is going on. Why do I say three? Okay, so we're gonna go back to brain and how the brain works. Our brain works best when it puts things in groups of 3 or 4. That's why if you're in the United States, our phone numbers are like 661-255-3797, right? Like it does it in groups of 3s and 4s. Our brain works this way. It works best when we group things that way, okay? So you want to pick 3 affirmations that are very short and concise, because it's going to be easy for you to cycle these affirmations in your mind. Okay. If you do 4 or 5, then you're going to get to it. And then you're gonna be like, wait, what was the first affirmation? Keep it to 3. It's going to keep it very simple. And you want to use very short, simple beliefs. Okay. So if you notice your mind, this is where you need to really observe yourself. Okay. You're feeling stable. Okay. And then all of a sudden you're thinking about your person. You're like, where are they? I'm not believing myself. I'm not seeing anything. I'm feeling distressed. You want to ask yourself, you want to observe that thought or whatever manifested in your reality and ask yourself, what belief is creating this? Okay, so I'm worried about my person. That means I'm not believing in myself. Somebody just showed up in my reality and rejected me. That means that I'm not feeling worthy and it's triggering me. Okay, I'm having a thought of too much time has passed. Okay, I am not trusting. Okay, whatever it is, you need to observe it and figure out what the belief is that is causing this awareness, that's manifesting this thought, that is bringing this circumstance into your reality, okay? The moment you identify the belief, come in with 3 new affirmations, 3 new beliefs. And the thing is, they're going to be beliefs that you've already been listening to at nighttime. So you've created a gap in your consciousness from your subconscious to your conscious mind. Because you've been listening to these beliefs at nighttime, they're already in your subconscious. And what you're going to do now is intentionally shift yourself into that new self-concept whenever you drop low. And it's going to be able to be possible because you've created a stream, a gap in your consciousness where you're no longer affirming against these beliefs already in your subconscious mind. So now you're going to intentionally stabilize yourself there, okay? This is why it's going to work, because it's already in your subconscious. It's past your conscious barrier and it's in your subconscious. It's alive now, okay? So this is why it's a touch and go method now. It's a touch and go, okay? So when something manifests that is distressing thoughts, you just do a 5 to 10 minute quick little meditation where you bring in those 3 new beliefs. So for instance, there was a circumstance where Adam was on his phone one day and I felt really triggered by it because I was like, oh, he's looking at all these Instagram people and they're so beautiful and blah, 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 blah. And then I caught myself and I was like, Dylan, get it together. What's wrong here? You're feeling insecure. You're not feeling worthy. You're not feeling chosen. I identified the beliefs. And the moment I identified the beliefs, I started cycling in on I am chosen, I'm worthy, I am secure. Okay, you're going to notice in these little short meditations that you do, you're going to feel better. Oh, wow. Okay, now I'm releasing the resistance. Okay, it should give you relief. It should only take about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, the moment that you feel that relief, you're going to notice that your awareness of your reality shifts. So for me, in that circumstance, I no longer cared that he was on his phone anymore because I stabilized myself out of the trigger. Okay, so that's what you do. So you're listening to these beliefs at nighttime, and then throughout the day, if you do this for 2 to 3 days, if you're really disciplined with yourself for 2 to 3 days, you're going to get results very, very quickly by doing this. This has nothing to do with the circumstances in front of you. You're not changing. You're not reframing anything in your mind about the people around you. Okay, that's not what we're doing. We're going into our self-concept and stabilizing the beliefs, because the circumstances are a symptom. They're a manifestation of the beliefs you hold about yourself. Okay, so the more you try and change the circumstances, the more you're not actually dealing with the root of what is creating it. Okay, so you're going to notice what happens is you're listening to the beliefs at nighttime, and then you're going to do these little sporadic meditations. Okay, and every time you do a meditation, what you're doing is you're aligning back to that stable state. You're aligning back to the end state where it's already done. Okay, if you do this very disciplined for 2 to 3 days, you're going to notice after 2 to 3 days, you stabilize in that state of being. It's going to be very effortless for you to stay there. Keep listening to the beliefs at nighttime because that's inundating your consciousness, and you're going to get a lot of movement in your reality. Okay, that is all you need to do. Once you are stable, it's going to be very natural for you to make assumptions of it's done. You're going to notice that even if undesirable circumstances pop up, they're not going to get a reaction out of you, and you're going to be able to maintain that inner state of it's done. There's nothing I need to do here. You can move on with your day, and you're going to get results, sustained results very quickly. But it does take a little bit of time to intentionally shift yourself into that stable state of being. So the first thing is listen to the beliefs at nighttime. The second thing is be disciplined for about 2 to 3 days, where anytime your mind wants to go somewhere wonky or a circumstance pops up and it feels like it's triggering for you, or you're having bad thoughts, instead of trying to flip the thoughts, you do like a quick little 5 to 10 minute meditation to stabilize yourself. Fears apply to anything that is distressing, you do a quick little 5 to 10 minute meditation on your self-concept. You're going to stabilize out of it, and then you're going to move on with your day. Your whole main focus here is to get yourself into a stable state of being. So you're listening to the beliefs at nighttime, that's going into your subconscious. When you're awake, you're going to be very disciplined for 2 to 3 days. You're going to fill your day with things that you're going to do. And anytime that you drop into a low state of being, you step in with a 5 to 10 minute meditation to do that. Now, I have a meditation on my channel. I'm going to link it up here. It's called, guided meditation to shift back into your new self-concept. Okay, it's an 8-minute meditation. It's going to be kind of what I go in that meditation over affirmations and cycles of 3. So it's going to show you what I'm talking about. So maybe use that, okay, until you get it and you feel confident enough to do this on your own with the binaural beats. Okay, now that's how you're going to stabilize yourself. Once you're stable, you're going to have these assumptions and they're going to manifest very quickly. You're going to get movement in your reality, just like all of the success stories in my community tab. Okay, so if this is your first time here on my channel and you're doubting manifestation, When you go on my channel, right up here, you're going to see this little community tab there, right? Scroll through that because I put success stories there every day of people that successfully apply this in their life if you want to build your belief. But you're going to notice that as you listen to these beliefs at nighttime, things start instantly manifesting. You're going to get a lot of confirmations in your reality. Now, we need to talk about what are repeating numbers, because a lot of people see 111, 222, 333, 444. You don't need to look up the repeating numbers. You have to see this as very artistically. You are creating your reality. So if you're getting in alignment with yourself, your reality is going to start reflecting alignment back to you. That's all those repeating numbers are. They're showing you that you're in alignment. So you're starting to see a lot of numbers align. That's all it's showing you. It's just showing you that you're coming into alignment with yourself, okay? The second thing is birds before land, okay? So when you start shifting your self-concept and you start going into the end state, you're gonna start to see your reality conform and reflect that back to you. So for instance, with Apollo, okay? The moment I decided I wanted to manifest Apollo, I started seeing cats everywhere. Cats that look like Apollo, videos all over my Instagram that were showing up that look like Apollo. And then all of a sudden, Apollo showed up in my reality. That's what birds before land is. You're going to start to see confirmations of what you're manifesting showing up in your reality. That's the second thing. So if you're getting repeated numbers and you're seeing other people getting what you want, or you're seeing confirmations of it, that means it's working. Keep going to it's done, it's done, it's done, it's done, it's done. Don't let anything else throw you off. It's done. Focus on staying stable, okay? Now, somebody asked me about COVID-19, and I want to talk about that very quickly, and hopefully this video doesn't get taken down, okay? Our society has been specifically designed to give you limiting beliefs, okay? When you're a child, you're pure consciousness, okay? And really what's been going on this earth is decades and decades and decades of limiting beliefs that are getting passed down from family to family to family to family. Now, somewhere in our evolution, somebody in our society decided to put out programming to feed into these beliefs. That is why so much in our society, literally like every commercial on TV is about antidepressants. Are you depressed? All these things. You're constantly being programmed with these limiting beliefs. It's very interesting how COVID is unfolding because these beliefs are like a false mask. They're a false mask. They are not you, right? They're not you. And they keep manifesting all this destruction in your reality. Well, as you all know on my channel, there's two ways to manifest. There's either force or there's power. When you try and force something into your reality and manipulate it, it doesn't work, right? You get the opposite result. When you start losing your power, you try and force things. So whoever has put out this programming in society, okay, because COVID-19 has happened, what is being forced on us? We all have to wear masks. It's a physical manifestation of the mask you have been programmed in your mind to have, okay? So you have to see what's going on in the world right now is a massive purge that is occurring because a lot of the limiting beliefs that we have been programmed to, a lot of people are sending out of that. And whoever created these limiting, I don't even want to go into conspiracies or anything like that because it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. All you need to do is change your beliefs. But I want to talk about this so that you understand kind of what's going on a global level, okay? I think it's funny that we're forced to wear masks because these beliefs were like a false mask. Okay. And not only that, there's a lot of force and manipulation that's going on in our world right now because whoever created these programmings is recognizing that they're losing power or control. Okay. And when people lose, like, as you all know, when you try and force something, it doesn't work. So it's kind of irrelevant because forcing us to wear masks is not going to stop anything. In fact, the more that this programming gets forced onto us and they try to control, they're going to get opposite results. Because that's how manifesting works. If you try and force something, it's not going to work, okay? So with what's going on in the world, it's kind of irrelevant. All you need to do is become the change. The more that each one of us changes and wakes up and removes this programming from our mind and steps back into our power, the world is going to change with us. Okay, that's why I put everything out on my channel for free. Listen to the affirmation tapes at nighttime and focus on stabilizing yourself. With your specific person, stabilize away from the resistance. And then you're going to be able to come in with those good beliefs, okay? What's going on in the world right now is irrelevant. Give it no power. Just focus on yourself. Focus on your own mental health. Focus on building the best belief system for yourself and focus on feeling as good as you possibly can because all this shit is already done. It's already done. COVID's already done, okay? So just make this all about you. I know there's a lot of crazy things that are going on in the world right now, but I'm telling you, You're going to get results as you change your beliefs. If you have been instantly manifesting all of these circumstances into your life without trying, then what's going to happen is the moment you change your beliefs, you're going to instantly manifest all of those new beliefs without you having to try. Okay. Manifesting is not a trying process. It's automatic. Whatever is programmed in your mind is running on autopilot. Okay. And it's creating in your reality. When you override that program with a new self-concept and a new belief system, you're going to get results. Okay. So this is that whole comprehensive video for what stabilizing your state of being actually means, what you're doing. Okay. You're changing your beliefs. And then you're also, when you're awake, okay, spend 2 to 3 days really, really being disciplined with your mind. Be very observant with yourself. And anytime you notice yourself dropping low, do a touch and go method. Come in with a little 5 to 10 minute meditation, shift your focus, and then move on with your day. And go do things that are enjoyable. The more that you can enjoy your reality, the faster you're going to manifest things, okay? All right. Beautiful. I love you all so much. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Thank you for all the people that are here. Thank you for all the new people on my channel. We are limitless. This world can't stop us. It doesn't matter. It's done, okay? We're pure love. We're freedom, okay? Nothing can control us. We're creating our realities. Step into that, okay? Remember how powerful you are. Life is not happening to you. It's happening through you. And we all have the power to create a new world when we get in alignment with ourselves. Okay? Alrighty. Have a beautiful day. Bye.